Sometimes we find ourselves in a situation where we have to coach our children and we have no idea what to do. It can be so confusing as a brand new parent coach. All these fancy terms like press, cam, invert, switch. You just have no idea what to do. You might go on your phone and type in soccer drills for kids and just see these really confusing, complicated diagrams. So, what do you do? What I can tell you is that soccer for kids should never be just about winning. Something much more important, and that is fun. Your number one job as a parent coach is to make it fun. Yes, they want to make friends. Yes, they want to develop new skills. But the absolute most important thing is that these kids have fun, and that's your guiding mission the whole time you're a parent coach. But what if you're in charge of a session? What do you do? So there's three things you need to kind of have. First of all, a warm up. Second of all, some sort of skill practice, and basically a game, usually a small sided game. The warm up does not have to be fancy. At the most basic level, you could just jog between two cones, do a few stretches, and be done with it. You could also get the ball at their feet and just dribble between two cones, ask them to do a skill if they know any. Keep it really simple. That's the key here. Nothing too complicated. Get them moving. There's lots of stuff you can check online, but the basic idea is get them moving. So, for example, this is a really simple skills practice for dribbling 1v1. So, the first person passes the ball, and then the other team goes, takes on the person in the middle, tries to get past them and score. You should always finish with a game, and I'd actually argue that you should have games, really involved in the whole part of your session as much as possible. So here we've got a set up with what's called a two-goal game. So you can see on the left and on the right there are two goals. In this case, they're just cones, and you can just keep cones. It's very simple. It's very easy. This is three blues versus three reds, and as I'm drawing arrows here, this is why I suggest that you use this, because there's always a triangle with at least three, all right? So use at least three players, and you get that basic triangle shape. And this is kind of how you could play it. So, this is one possible way of playing the game. The players can move the ball around, and ultimately the plan is just this: it's just to get it through one of the gates. It keeps the game nice and wide. So, just to recap, then use any sort of warm up that gets the players moving, maybe with the ball. Think of pick one or two simple practices, skills practices, and do them for a couple of weeks, and then do a game. Even if you just get all the players, split them in half, and play a game, that's going to be fun for them. So, yeah, and focus on fun, and that's kind of going to be your starting point for being a parent coach. So that's it. If you have any feedback, please feel free to leave it, and thanks again.